Welcome back, everybody, to Woodward Heavyweights. It is a trade deadline special here for the MLB, and before we left, the Detroit Tigers traded Jack Flaherty to the LA Dodgers. We have a return from Evan Pretzold on Twitter. They acquired catcher, first baseman Thyron Lorenzo, and shortstop Trey Sweeney. Two prospects from the Dodgers, Lorenzo and Trey Sweeney.
Lorenzo's their number 3 prospect.
Lorenzo is their number 3 prospect. 2 prospects from the Dodgers for Jack Flaherty. They said it wasn't going to happen, but they got it done.
2 top 3 prospects.
How you guys?
I got Lorenzo. I got Lorenzo at number 8 on their prospect list.
Updated BA as number 3.
All right. Oh, Baseball America.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's hype to hear. This guy's a catcher / first baseman. He's 20. Just turned 21. In high A ball, he's hitting 220 with a 700 OPS. So that's the first guy, and then the second guy has a 761 OPS as a 24-year-old in AAA.
Cool.
He's a shortstop, baby. Can he take over?
You look disappointed.
I mean, yeah, I am. I am a little bit disappointed because I brought it up 100 times. The Rodgers trade, they got Connor Norby for him, and yeah, Jack Flaherty is 10 times better than Trevor Rogers and 3 years younger.
Back issues.
Look, obviously, I'm gonna have to look more into these two guys, like their fan graphs, and watch a little bit on them. But I at least he made a move. At least we know he's alive and he picked a direction, and Jack Flaherty wasn't a part of it. So we'll see, obviously. But I will say the catcher did have a pretty good year in A-ball last year. I think he hit, it's not loading right now, but I think he hit around like 24 homers, around 70, 80 RBIs. But yeah, we'll see with this one.
Yeah, Trey Sweeney and 300, almost 400 bats in AAA this year. Has 13 home runs. He's got a 761 OPS, a 254 average, 62 RBIs, and 13 home runs. That's pretty damn good. Obviously, he's a shortstop. That's a switch hitter, 6'3", 212, 24 years old. It's pretty solid. I don't hate that at all.
Yeah, the catcher actually also bats switch, and he's kind of known. He has a plus arm with a 60 grade, and his fielding's 50. So he's got a hell of a cannon back there. The grades go up to 80, and he's an overall 50 grade.
Yeah, and Brandon Dogs says Sweeney was a first-round pick. Never mind. So, yeah, Trey Sweeney, I like that. I like that return. I like that production. Like I said, he has 13 home runs and 62 RBIs. A switch-hitting shortstop, big dude in AAA this year. So maybe this is your shortstop next year. Maybe this is a guy that hopefully get Baez the fuck out of here, and we'll see what this kid could do. But 761 OPS, it's not great for AAA, but it's not terrible. I like the power numbers. I like the RBI numbers. We'll see.
Are these top 100 guys?
Not at all.
Horrible.
They're not. And you're getting 2 months of Jack Flaherty, which I guess is the reason why you're not getting back a top 100 guy.
Because they got to re-sign him. They always put on that bread already.
It's not even it's because you're only getting him for 2 months postseason. I think the back probably brings down the value a little bit, even though he's been extremely productive after he came back from the second injection in his back. But yeah, this is not one where I'm, hip hip hooray. I'm not, celebrating with the pizza stick, It's just a little, it's a little underwhelming in my eyes for a guy that has a sub-3 ERA that can actually help your team win a World Series with the bats that the Dodgers have.
Is that who you truly think Jack Flaherty is? Is a sub-3 ERA one of the best strikeout pitchers in baseball? Is that who you think he is really?
I think Chris Fetter did a lot to help Jack Flaherty revive his career.
Do the Dodgers have Chris Fetter?
No, but can Jack Flaherty take what he learned from Chris Fetter and bring that into what he is now as a pitcher? I think he can. And the Dodgers have been able to develop pitching in their system as well in the past. I think maybe he's not that sub-3 guy, but I think with his revitalized career, I think he's maybe hovering around a 3.5, lots of Ks, not a lot of walks, and I think he can help a team in the playoffs. I can think he can help them win a series, and that's what they're getting.
I'm not, like you said, I would have liked to see a top 100 guy, but I don't hate the trade, really. I'm not in love with it. I don't hate it either. Sweeney sounds like he's got potential. You look at what you are getting. You're getting 2 months of a guy who is kind of a wild card in Jack Flaherty. Do you think he is going to be as good as he has been this year? No. Do you think he's going to be as bad as he was the year before that? No. I think he's somewhere in the middle. I think teams know that. And again, you're only getting him for the playoffs, really. So it's kind of reasonable what they got for him. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, you are right in the sense that he's not, like, I don't think this is who Jack Flaherty is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're kind of just looking at the market, besides Tarek Skubal and Garrett Crochet, I'd say Jack Flaherty was the best pitcher on the market. So it is a little bit disappointing that we probably got the worst hauls out of the 3 trades made in the past 2 days with starters. But yeah, I'm not that happy with the return, but I'm happy that Scott Harris woke up and kind of showed us. I'm honestly happy he traded him, because if he didn't trade him and we didn't get anything back, that's messed up.
That's the biggest out.
Yeah, that would be worst case scenario, obviously. But yeah, and this is the Dodgers thing. They're okay with 3-month rentals. They did it with guys like Trey Turner and Manny Machado. They didn't end up re-signing them, and yeah, I honestly have to do a deeper dive into these 2 prospects before I actually say that I really don't like it.
Do you think Flaherty will be in the playoff rotation for the Dodgers?
Yeah, if you look 100%. At the rotation, it's really not that good right now.
Yeah.
They're very hurt. So it's, Kershaw's back. So it's going to be Kershaw, him, and I'm forgetting.
When's Glass now? Is he?
And Glass now, yeah. So, Buehler got hurt, and
what was his injury?
Buehler?
Yeah. Is he done for the year?
I don't really remember. I'll have to look it up. But, yeah, they're really banged. Dustin May got hurt.
Yeah.
They're really banged up right now. So Flaherty's gonna be huge for that, and I'm excited to see what he could do with the Dodgers.
Will Shohei be able to pitch by the?
No.
Why are people mad at Hinge for this?
People are yelling at Hinge.
I don't know why anybody would be mad at Hinge.
Kevin Nils is. I mean, to be fair, he spelled his name wrong. He's just trolling.
Before all of this,
we got more breaking.
Yeah, I was just about to say, do you have the tweet of it, or did you just see somebody?
I got Petzold.
Okay, yeah.
Breaking: Tigers trade Mark Chana to Giants.
Yes.
So that's 2 out of the 3 guys we were looking for today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm calmed down now. I was on edge for a little bit there because
Caleb the Calm.
Yeah, Caleb the Calm. That's my new nickname. Because things were looking weird there for a second. Can we agree things were looking
weird. They
Yes.
were getting a little scary. But if you are just joining us, welcome. Appreciate you. Smash the like button. Trade deadline special. The Detroit Tigers traded Jack Flaherty to the Dodgers for prospects Tyron Lorenzo and Trey Sweeney. Trey Sweeney being the better prospect, a guy who's a switch-hitting shortstop in AAA, has 13 home runs, over 60 RBIs this year, and almost 400 at-bats. And breaking, Evan Pretzel put out there that the Tigers have traded Mark Chana to the Giants. No return on that just yet. But that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. This is good. Okay. I like.
Yeah, they could not have just held on to him to
But
let
Jesus
him walk in the
Christ, our rotation is going to be ugly to watch for the rest of the year.
I mean, these bullpen, they're going to die.
Job.
Yes.
Bring up Job.
Yes.
Would be sick.
Why? What do you got to lose? What do you got to lose?
I agree.
The kid's confident enough. I don't think if he gets roughed up, his confidence is going to... He's got enough confidence in his stuff that if you brought him up right now, he would have the best spin rate in the MLB. He's got MLB stuff.
Yeah.
Bring him up right now. What do you got to lose? All right. What's up, Nick?
I think the Lorenzo is actually going to be the steal of this one. I mean, Sweeney's obviously 24 or 23. Or yeah, he's 24 already in AAA. That seems kind of a dud to me. I know it's hard to break into that LA Dodgers lineup, but numbers wise, I think the high upside from Lorenzo, if I'm saying that correctly, .836 career OPS in the minors. He's 21. And speaking of a young guy that was traded for, shout out Scott Harris last year, he moved Michael Lorenzen for Hao-Yu Lee, who is turning into a significant piece in this Detroit Tigers organization. Has 856 OPS as a 21-year-old in Double-A. So
he's joining the Mud Hens. I'm pretty sure.
Is that confirmed?
He was a late scratch.
He was a late scratch
from the lineup in Erie today. It wasn't. Everybody said it wasn't any trade situation. He's not just going to make the jump right to the Tigers. So I wouldn't be surprised if Hao-Yu Lee was on the Mud Hens for the next game.
That would be great to see that. I think he absolutely deserves it. He made the Futures game. So one thing that we've seen from Scott Harris is he can eye talent when it comes to young prospects, especially. I mean, he's 1 for 1 in Hao-Yu Lee, so I guess I haven't seen too much, but when it comes to the draft, he's been able to scout out Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal. Mm-hmm. This year, he goes with Bryce Rayner, the 19-year-old shortstop. So this could be his specialty, but we still have yet to see if he can acquire actual big-time free agents. He did well with Flaherty to come here, but he switched up the deals when he also brought in Maeda. He gave him the 2-year, Flaherty the 1-year. That's yet to be seen, but when it comes to prospect evaluation, I think we can say we can trust in Scott Harris where he's going to turn one of these prospects, Lorenzo or Trey Sweeney, into a pretty good keeper.
And Rogelio Castillo, shout out, love you, brother.
Shout out.
He put it out there, Thyron Lorenzo, is the third-ranked prospect of the Dodgers system, according to Baseball America.
So, shout out.
I already said that.
Yeah, well, sorry if I don't trust your baseball note. No, just kidding. No, because everybody in the chat was going at you when you said it. So,
yeah.
Easy's cousin said the same thing.
You did.
Yeah, but So, all right, we'll see if any news about Mark Chana has come out yet about the return.
Do you guys feel like with it coming right down to the deadline that Scott Harris overplayed his hand a bit?
No.
Now that I know
with Flaherty.
No, I almost feel like.
I think he did well.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. Go ahead, Nick.
No, you're good.
If he's the third-ranked prospect in the Dodgers organization, I think that's pretty well, considering the Dodgers do develop pieces pretty well. I know they've been buying for a while, so their organization's kind of, obviously not as good as it used to be, but being the third-ranked prospect in their organization, I think holds a lot of weight. And like I said, I trust Scott Harris player scouting when it comes to these young guys compared to maybe some free agents.
Per baseball,
right-handed pitcher Eric Silva, from the Giants and Tigers.
For Mark Chana?
Eric Silva.
Eric Silva.
Where'd you see that?
This is from Kylie McDaniel. He has 45,000 followers, ESPN Baseball Insider.
Let's go. Spenmo, what you got?
Right-handed pitcher Eric
I was
Silva.
just going to say, according to Baseball Trade Values, the Twitter, where they use a lot of different statistics, money-wise, batting-wise, different things to grade trades, the Dodgers overpaid for Jack Flaherty. So...
Yeah, because it could be like the instance where, like you said, like, is this really who Jack Flaherty is?
Yes, I think that's. I really think like Lorenzen got cut like last week. Like this could be a very common theme for the Detroit Tigers as long as they have Chris Fetter, where you grab a fringe starter, Chris Fetter makes them look better than they actually are, and the Tigers get to flip him for something at the deadline. I would not be surprised if you see the Tigers do that every fucking year. Like
Lorenzen got traded to the Royals.
Oh yeah, he got traded.
Yeah. So moved again at the deadline, and the Rangers are still trying to contend. So that is kind of a head scratcher.
Yeah, Kylie McDaniel, Eric Silva.
And you were talking about trusting Scott's like the young guys grabbed Justin Henry Malloy.
Yep, great point. Easy, Justin Henry Malloy. And we've been able to develop him, and hopefully he can be here to stay in the big leagues.
Eric Silva is a 21-year-old. He was a Double-A guy. 4.35 ERA, 2 saves, 41 inning pitch, 51 strikeouts, and 41 innings pitched with a 1.16 WHIP. How does he have a 4.35 ERA and a 1.1 WHIP? But hey. Yeah, like 51 strikeouts and 41 innings pitched with a 1.16 WHIP. 21-year-old right-hander, 6'1", 185.
Well,
Okay.
Caleb?
I'm looking at the rest of the stats
Yeah,
here.
a 21-year-old and in throwing in Double-A, that's promising. Obviously the stats aren't there, but again, we got Chris Fetter. Like what Spenny was just explaining, that's literally a cheat code if we just keep doing that. Obviously, it didn't work with Kenta Maeda because he's not very good at all.
And he's also like 36.
Yeah, he's an old guy. So if you just
Can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You're right.
Last year in a full season in 81 innings pitched between high A and double A, he had 86 strikeouts, only 39 walks, a 1.52 whip, 271 average against. He's having a good, I don't know, this doesn't make sense to me how he has a 4.3 ERA, but he's only got a 199 average against, a 1.16 whip, 51 strikeouts, only 18 walks, 5 homers allowed. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, except for the ERA. Like, the ERA is inflated for some reason.
I feel like a lot of the guys in the minor leagues right now are just getting, hit left and right when it comes to ERA being inflated.
Like I said, 41 innings pitched, 20 earned runs, 18 base on balls, 51 strikeouts, 199 average allowed, 116 whip. That sounds pretty fucking good.
Yeah, well,
21-year-old Double-A right-hander.
And they got a Scoob.
We'll see. They kept Scoob.
They kept him. Caleb.
We're back.
Caleb the Calm. Caleb the Calm likes it.